All right, hello. All right, I hope everyone's excited to get this going as I am. I have been getting a lot of questions since yesterday, great questions. I know yesterday was a blur, even for people who have done our challenges before. There's a lot to take in. Everything's a little bit different. I'm going to make this overview. It hits on everything that I talked about. You can use it as a reference point. If there's people that you want to refer, they can watch this video without having to do a whole meeting with me. We can get them going as soon as possible. There's also a couple things I actually forgot to mention, important things. So I talk about those in this overview as well. So make sure you watch it. It's definitely something important that will help you, or just refer back to it if you forget something. All right, so let's get going. What are we going to talk about here? All right. Yesterday, I kind of blurred the two together, and I can see why people will be confused. So we're going to talk about member options, free and versus paid, non-member option. All right, free versus paid as well. The accountability group, I'm definitely going to go a little bit more in depth on that because that is so important, and everything that I talked about. There's files in there. There's your meal plans. It's really just going to be the glue that holds everything together. All right, the point system explained for those who are doing the paid version. All right, and I added actually a couple more points in there, so take a look at those. Different ways you can earn some points and win. Weigh-ins and loss of points, something I forgot to mention. The exclusive Saturday workouts, go a little bit more in depth and specific about those. The extra virtual trainer team builder workouts, all right, that you can do on your own. Supplements real quick. Referrals real quick, and then contact info. All right, so let's go. All right, first and foremost, for our current members, real quick. All right, and you know this, you could have worked out for years. You get fit in the gym, you get toned, you build that muscle, but you can't see it unless you lose the weight. All right, you will lose some weight, but where you actually see those huge gains are in the kitchen, your nutrition. So we always say get fit in the gym, lose weight in the kitchen. All right, so members. What is a member? A member includes anyone that's Infinity 24/7, cross-training, athletes, foundations, anyone that has a membership with us, that they have the Tribe app, all right, they have some sort of payment on file, whether it's credit card, ACH, or cash, and they have agreed to move forward with their membership. For example, foundations, all right, that they're not just going to stay for the foundations, but they're going to move forward after that with the gym and continue on working on their goals and their fitness journey. All right, so that free challenge, because again, we want to get this out to everybody. We understand not everybody wants to go that deep into the challenge, and they're happy with what they're doing, and we want to give them the information so that they have that third pillar, that nutrition and accountability piece. So they get the meal plan, the cookbook, and the accountability group. All right. Now, for those of you that want that little extra layer there, that extra layer of motivation, all right, so for members, you already have your classes. All right. The cost to do the paid challenge, and I always say it's betting against yourself, is $99. All right. Obviously, you get the meal plan, cookbook, accountability group. All right, but then you get those 2 weekly virtual trainer workouts, all right? Those ones that you can come in and do whatever you want. So even if you don't have access to 24/7 built into your membership, for these 4 weeks, you will. So you can come in and do those whenever you want, all right? A little added extra bonus. You also get that one exclusive Saturday class, all right, for just those that are doing the paid version. And I'm going to go a little bit more into depth later in this presentation. You get the chances to win the prizes, all right? And I don't know if everyone saw those prizes, but they are in the display case. Actually, no, we took them back, all right? But there's definitely some good ones. We can post those in the accountability group, which I will talk about later, because it's going to be, like I said, your one-stop shop, all right? And you can also bet on yourself, and this is where that extra motivation comes in. Bet on yourself and win back your money if you hit your goals, all right? So and the reason that is important is because you're going to come in the gym and you're going to work hard. That's more for when you're outside of the gym and you have those extra added temptations, especially with football Sundays, these fall parties, you're going to, whatever it is, that's there to say, man, I want to win my money back. I put that in. I've got these 4 weeks, and I'm going to stick to it. All right. So let's talk a little bit about non-members. All right. So this is, I think, where some confusion came in. For non-members, the options, again, you still get the freed version. All right. And we want everyone, non-member or member, to understand the importance of those 3 pillars: nutrition, exercise, and accountability. But not everybody is ready to step in the gym yet. All right. Most people have a hard time on their own, but I want to at least get them the information, because maybe they can do really well on their own. All right. They just need that nutrition piece and that accountability piece. So they get the cookbook, the meal plan, and they can still be part of the accountability group. All right. See how awesome everybody is and how helpful everybody is. All right. The cost of the challenge for them. All right. So these are people that do not want it. They're not members. They do not want to be members. They just want to do the 4 weeks. All right. Right now, they want to do the 4 weeks. It's $3.99. All right. And they get all that stuff in the free version. And then they also get all those extras. So these are the people that don't want to be members, but they want the coaching for the 4 weeks. They want the classes for the 4 weeks. They want all the extras for those 4 weeks. All right. And then instead of winning their money back, if they get the goal, they can use that money towards, if they hit their goal, towards a future membership. All right. If they don't hit their goal, they still got a lot of stuff for those 4 weeks, great value, and hopefully they learned a lot, because that's really what it's all about. All right, and just hitting on that real quick, and I'm going to make myself disappear here so that we can read these. All right, so non-members, just something to think about. All right, investing in yourself, your health, and your future, all right, is so important. Don't make this one of those roller coaster rides that you talk about a year or two from now about how much weight you lost, how good you felt, and you wish you stuck with it. All right, it is a fact. Those that commit to a long-term program or commit to themselves long-term have better results, because they value themselves and they value the investment, all right, which results in amazing body transformation and that self-confidence that they've been looking for. They put that investment in long-term and in themselves, all right, and those are the people that do really well. Not only that, you can learn a lot in a month, but it takes time, all right. It took you how long to gain that weight and not feel good about yourself? It takes it takes some time for you then to gain that back. And I'm talking like commitment, 6 months, 12 months, or even further if you want to see even better results. All right, I'm back. I am back. I'm back. All right, moving on. Move myself around here a little bit. All right, this is the one, and I want you to see all these. All right, the accountability. Without it, nothing else matters, because you could have the greatest workout program, you could have the greatest gym and equipment, the greatest trainers, access to the best food and nutrition plan, but if you're not working out, if you're not actually eating the food and you're ordering out, none of it matters. It does not matter. So holding yourself accountable, and most people can't do that. They have a really hard time having other people hold you accountable. That's the key. That is the magic. So this group is mega important. Like I said, not only because it has all the files and everything we talked about it, but it has all the support that everybody is looking for and needs. At least 99% of everybody's. So listen, use this group. Ask questions. I'll talk about this. Before you, text me or one of the other coaches, ask the question in a group, because I guarantee the majority of people have that same question. All right, this is your one-stop shop, your meal plan document, your links, your referral links, what other links are in there? Oh, even the link to the store, link to your supplements, everything that we've talked about is in there somewhere. All right, it's been posted. All right. Ask for ideas and suggestions if you're having a hard time, or give ideas and suggestions. What's worked for you, what hasn't. You know, share what has worked for you. Share your successes. Maybe it's in the gym, maybe it's in the kitchen, maybe you've gone one day, this is your first week without having, drinking soda or something along those lines, which there's a lot of people. And then also share your failures, because everyone is feeling the same way that you're feeling. And just sometimes putting that out there, and other people knowing that they're struggling with the same thing, you're struggling with the same thing, really does help. It's the counselor in me, sorry. All right, and move over a little bit. All right, turn there for motivation and inspiration. Those are the days, there are days that you're not going to want to go. All right, those are the days to definitely use that group. Those are where you're feeling down, all right, or you just need to hear from people that are going through the same thing as you or like-minded. All right, so use this group. That's what it's there for. I thought there was one more. There is. Yeah, share food likes and dislikes. All right, so with these, there's no specific meals you have to eat. So the more people can share and show what they're eating, how they made it, what they liked and didn't like, the better it is for everybody. All right, and then obviously you're going to bitch about the workouts, because everybody bitches about the workouts. But that's all part of the fun. So, all right, as long as you're not being mean about it. Here we go. Moving on. All right, point system. I said I added a couple more. So, first one, class attended, 20 points. Now look it. There's a difference between RSVPing for class and then checking in when you get there. Make sure once you get to class, you check yourself in. All right, if there's something going on with your membership, ask the coach. They should be able to do it. And if all else fails, then message me or one of us, so that we can look at your membership and see what's going on. All right, next, accountability food pick. All right, so within that accountability group, posting something that you ate. Now, do I want every single one of your meals? No, we don't need every one of your meals, especially if it's a repeat meal. But if you come across something that you really like and you love and you want to share that with the group, because everybody else is probably going to like it too. All right, accountability positive posts. Like I said, we want it to be positive, but look, don't BS a BSer. We know if you're just constantly just liking someone is a post or what they said is positive. But what we're looking for here is more of, if someone's in there talking about how they had a hard time or whatever, it's just answering them and relating to them and supporting people. All right, so those real posts, the ones that we can tell that you do care about those people, that you're trying to help them, and that everybody is in this together. So it's not going to be like every little thing that you say, like, oh, good job, or there is a difference. So just make it real, and you'll get those points for that. All right, so 40 points for that one. What's next? That's not what I wanted. All right, so we got two at once here. Let's see if I can back it up. Anyways, so next, recording score and app. Within your app, when you go to workouts, there's a record score button. All right, there's a record right underneath the section of the workout. So we want people to start recording their scores. That's just a little bit of accountability on their own part, and it also helps push other people. All right, so it just makes everybody better. Now, it's not going to be something retroactive. You have to put it in there before you leave class, hopefully before the other class starts. It's not going to be something where at the end of the week or the end of the challenge you can go through and just record your scores all quick. So at the end of each day or throughout the day, we'll look at who has recorded their scores and get them the points for that. So it can't be later. It's got to be immediately when you're there. All right, the Facebook check-in with the workout pick. All right, that's different than your class check-in. This is when you get there on Facebook, check in at Beyond Driven, or right after class, check in at Beyond Driven with a picture of you all sweaty, how great your workout is, and how good you're feeling. All right, and then the biggie for us, And actually, for you, anyone that's been to a class with one person knows this, that it's so important to have groups of people because that's where your motivation and the energy and all that stuff comes from. So the more people that we can get in, the better. Also, like when you find something that you love, you want to share it with the people that you care about. So those new member referrals are 100 points. And actually, I'm going to add a little something extra in. You'll see in our actual member referral page that we're going to be coming up on here. All right, so weekly weigh-ins. This is the thing that I forgot to talk about. So what everyone has to do each week is weigh themselves in. So it must be done by Saturday night. But if you're not coming to a class on the weekend, you can do it Friday too if that's your last workout. But we want to get it as far along in the week as possible. At the same time, I want to have it before Sunday so that we can look at everybody's results and maybe monitor and adjust if needed. Must be done on the in-body scale. We want all your weights to be consistent. So you weigh it in on the in-body scale. You're going to weigh in each week on the in-body scale. But does not have to be a full scan. So you don't need to put in your username. You don't need to hold the handles and go through that whole thing. Just do that first part with your weight. All right, after you get that, record score on the tracking sheets that are hung on the wall next to the turf. All right, so right there when you first come in, to the left across the turf, you'll see tracking sheets on the wall, your name, your weigh-in weight, all right, and then week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, you're going to put that in there on those tracking sheets. And then the one thing that I added right now, all right, loss of 75 points if that's not completed. We want to make sure we get everything in. All right. Moving forward, Saturday workouts exclusive to those that have paid for the challenge. All right, so if you're doing the free challenge, this isn't part of it. It's just for people that are doing the either $99 if they were a member or the $3.99 if they weren't. All right, so only for those that paid. 2 classes because we got so many people, so we had to do 2. 8 a.m., 10 a.m. All right, a little earlier, a little bit later. So those classes will be at the gym, 8 a.m., 10 a.m. Make sure you RSVP. I think 12 should be enough. If we have to adjust, we will. But if you want a certain class, make sure you get in. We also want to make sure there's enough equipment for everybody. And it could be a little bit of anything. So we could be doing some yoga. It could be a cross-training or a cross-training mix. We might be in the 24/7 part using that equipment. Could be Olympic lifting. You don't know. It's a surprise. But make sure you RSVP for what time you are looking for. Those 2 bonus workouts. For those who don't know, Team Builder is an app that we use. It's our virtual trainer. You get your workouts on there. It's telling you exactly what to do, video explanations, all that cool stuff. All right, so everybody that does the paid version gets those 2 bonus workouts that they can do at any time. And like I said, even if you don't have 24 access in your membership, it's not something that you've added on. You get it for these 4 weeks. All right. You will need to download that Team Builder app. Looks like this from your app store. All right, and then you'll be loaded on those 2 workouts each week. You'll have that 24/7 access, and let's see, the workouts will disappear after those 4 weeks. So use them while they're hot. That's right. Supplements. I'll be real quick on this. I'm not going to get all sciencey on you, but I am going to tell you why they work. All right, and this is why they work. I'm using them. I use the Bulletproof Vitality every single day. I never will do a workout without my intra because you're wasting your workout if you're not, or at least part of your workout. Your recovery is the most important, and that intra is what starts your recovery during the workout. All right, so this is why they work, though. All right, 1, the more you invest in yourself, the more you will invest yourself in the process. All right, so the more you put in, the more you're going to put in. you will have more productive workouts because you'll recover faster and be less sore. All right. And when you recover faster, you get stronger. All right. The harder you're able to work out, the more muscle you build. The more muscle you build, the more calories you burn at rest. When I mean muscle, I don't mean big, bulky muscle. It takes a long time and a certain type of body and a certain type of testosterone to get really big and bulky. So I'm talking lean muscle. The more muscle you build, the more calories you burn at rest. So that means while you're doing nothing, while you're sitting around, your muscles are recovering and they're also burning calories. And that's where a lot of people get confused. All right. The more calories you burn at rest, the more food you can eat. All right. Without gaining weight. Simple. All right. Like I said, real quick. But that is the why behind supplements. And now it does take time, again, just like anything. And that's why we try to steer people away from 1 month. It takes a good, 4, 8, best results, 12 months to get those things all building off of each other. But you will see better results guaranteed if you're taking supplements. Alrighty. Blank. It's blank. What is this? Not this. Why does that keep happening? This. All right. Here's kind of like a little bit of a mantra for us. And we always want to be more than just a gym. So say give them exercise and nutrition. They'll be fit for a while. That's annoying. Teach them exercise, nutrition. They'll be fit for a lifetime. Again, that is why we push everyone towards those long-term commitments. And, just going back on that, before the best results people got were those 6-week challenges, what they looked like, but then they reverted to right back. So ever since then, I've been trying to get people to understand the importance of the long term. And it's not just a quick fix and then everything's better. All right. So referrals, I talked a little bit about this before. Referrals are important, and you get 100 points for them for this challenge. And we want to get as many people as we can being a part of this. People that do it love it. And when you find something you love, you want to share it with everyone. So the links, again, are going to be, I'll link this presentation to the accountability group. So they're in here. They're also already in a document in the accountability group. There's 2 different ways you can refer people. One is to have them try a free trial class. All right, so they just click on this, pull up a calendar, click on the class they want to go to, and fill out their information. Or they can do the more information link. They click the more information, fill out the tab, or fill out all the questions, basically just the name, contact information, and we'll contact them and go from there. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of a little bonus in here. All right, so anybody that gets somebody referred where they contact me either of those 2 ways, either today and we get them signed up by tomorrow, or first part of the week, we'll get an extra 250 bonus points instead of the 100 bonus points or the 100 points that you normally get for the referral. All right, after today though, after today or tomorrow, that goes away. Got to get them by the beginning of this week, or else they're just going to be coming in a normal member. All right, so I kind of mentioned this before. This is the end right now, but if you have just questions in general about the challenge or food or just things that are going on in the classes, put them in the accountability group because majority of people have those same questions. If they can't get answered there, then this is our business line, the 585-204-7229. You can call or text it. Text, you'll probably get a faster response. And just a little bit about this. With the gym, I become friends with a lot of people. So a lot of people have my personal phone number. I just ask if it's a gym question, because it is a lot of people, and it seems like, oh, it's just one question, but then there's a lot of people with just one question. If it's a gym question, especially if it's later at night, use this number, text or call, and somebody will get back to you. But if it's a personal question and it's about hanging out or something outside of the gym, then yeah, feel free to use my number. All right. You can also email info@BeyondDriven, or you can use any of the Facebook messengers, stuff like that. All right. Hopefully this was helpful. And like I said, if you got any questions, you know where to put them.